Hi Isaac, this is your friend Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and I'm going to be doing your Marvel versus DC tag because it is so cool and I love superheroes, as you can tell by my big Spidey right here. We're going to go with question number one. Sorry this took me so long, I've been a little under the weather, and I wanted to do a fun one for you where you would have a lot of stuff to look at, so let's get started. Question number one. If you were a superhero, which one would you be and why? That's my buddy Spidey right here. He's been a favorite of mine ever since I was your age, but I'll get to that in a little while. I have some more stuff to show you. Question number two. If you were a supervillain, who would you be and why? And that's going to be this guy right here. Put Spidey aside here for a minute. This is the Gladiator. He is a villain of Daredevil, and he's always been my favorite. Probably because he looks cool. I've always been into like knights and stuff like that, and I always thought he kind of looked like a knight. So, yeah, he's my favorite villain. Doesn't really have super strength or anything. He's strong and he's big, but he has these gauntlets, which is really cool, and he has a outfit that can withstand a lot of fighting. So, okay, question number three. I'm looking down here because this is where I have your questions. If you had a superpower, what would it be and why? Um, I would like to say flying, but I'm scared of heights. So I think I'll have to go with telekinesis. I think that would be fun. That's where you move things with your mind. Like if I wanted to move the camera, I could move it all around. I think that would be really interesting. So, question number four. Do you prefer superheroes or supervillains? That's a tough one. I love the moral and the everything with superheroes, that they do the right thing, and that they save people and they don't kill people and stuff like, well, most of them don't, but a lot of the supervillains are just so cool looking, like my buddy Gladiator here. They're just really neat looking. Yeah. Let's see. Question number five. Marvel or DC? I am Marvel all day. Yeah. When I was about your age, my father used to bring home comic books for me, and that's kind of, well, I was a little bit younger than you, but that's kind of how I learned how to read a little bit. I guess I was around 5 or 6. But he used to bring me home like 4 comics a night, and that's how I got into the Black Panther, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, Daredevil, and it was mostly Marvel titles. And yeah, it kind of always stuck throughout my life. And I'm 47 now, and I still love comic books. So go figure. So when people tell you that you're too old to like comic books, you tell them, no, I'm not. I love comic books because that's what I love. Never let anybody tell you that. They used to tell me that all the time. What is your favorite DC Comics character and why? I've always liked Batman, but I think I probably would have to go with the Green Lantern because he can make stuff out of the light, and I always thought he was a cool character. I was into him for a while. Pretty much always Marvel, but I did get into Green Lantern for a while, so he's pretty cool. Seven. Who is your favorite Marvel character and why? Of course, that's Spider-Man. My big Spidey here, articulate and everything. It's really cool. Spider-Man's always been my favorite. But when I was, I guess I was like in the 7th grade, I saw something that changed my mind about Spider-Man. And that was Spider-Man in the black costume. Now, just to give you a little bit of a back history on this, Spider-Man with the black costume came out in the 8th or 9th issue of Super Ors. He had the symbiote that he had the symbiote first, and then it left him and went to Eddie Brock, which is Venom, and it made him do some, I guess, some things that weren't very good, and he wasn't a hero anymore, kind of, for a while. So that's why he got rid of the black suit. Now, later on in comics history, he did adopt the black suit again, but it was one that I think Mary Jane made him, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard for me to remember. But because she was terrorized by Venom, she never liked the black costume. So, but I always liked the black costume. I thought it was really cool. And I think that's it. I think I hit all the questions, but I'm going to take you on a little tour of some of the stuff I brought down to show you. So let me grab you real quick. Now, so you can get a better look at it, this is the Black Spider-Man costume. I've never opened this, and I usually open my stuff, but I always loved that costume. I always thought it was really cool. Now, this is me. I think there's a little bit of rust on the frame, but this is me with Spider-Man when I was about your age. And this was, I think at Wildwood or Disney World. I can't remember, but it's pretty cool. Here's Gladiator. A little bit better look at him. If I'm not shaking the camera too much, I'll try to steady it. He is just so cool. And one character I really wanted to mention who is almost my favorite, he's close to Spidey, is Daredevil. I've always loved Daredevil. One of the reasons why I like Marvel so much is their characters, not to mention that their characters are actually in the real world, unlike DC. I'm sure I'll get some hate for that, but their characters have flaws. I mean, Daredevil is blind. Spider-Man is, just a young kid with all kinds of problems, making rent or helping out his aunt, or, all of their characters have real life problems. So that's why I've always liked Marvel. Try not to ramble on too much. And here is the big Spider-Man, so you can get a better look at him. But he's got all kinds of articulation points and everything. But yeah, Spider-Man's always been my favorite ever since I was a little kid. And Daredevil was a very close second, of course. Still is. But I hope you enjoyed my video, Isaac. I love your channel. Please, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to Isaac's Reviews, I will leave a link down in the description box below. So definitely go subscribe to Isaac. He's really, really cool. And he has an awesome mom and dad. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.